Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on the video. As you can see, we're rapidly approaching day 1000 as it's day 997 right now, and the rewards keep getting better with the legendary token at the end of the cycle on day 1004, and looking forward to the Black Suit Spider-Man on day 1000. His blue cover should be pretty awesome. Let's get into some action here. We've got the lightning rounds have been going on starting since yesterday, so we picked up a bunch of heroic tokens. We'll pull some of those in a little bit. Let's get into the action we're going to run on the Deadpool's daily quest. We are going to fight the Crash of the Titans today, among a couple other challenge nodes, if you will. Take a quick look at the versus side of things first before we get into that action. Blue Shift, the event featuring 3-star Quicksilver, has just opened today. So if you've been running in that and doing well, let me know. I look forward to that. It's really fun to play Quicksilver against another Quicksilver since there's so many of the tied up, locked team-up tiles, and that really helps his blue passive and also reduces the cost of his black and green. So I'm a big Quicksilver fan, especially for his tile swap ability. And Stay on Target was the previous event. Held on to a top 5 finish for a good reward in this event. Just take a quick look at the prizes. Got 2 covers for Eddie Brock Venom for the top finish and got over 1,200 points there. Not too bad. Okay, well, let's get into the story mode and get through our challenges in the daily quest. First, we'll start in the Big Enchilada like usual. The featured 3-star character was Rocket and Groot, the 3-star, and we're going to use them in this fight. We're also going to bring along a character that we have a lot to talk about, actually, because of the anniversary stuff going on with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they're doing a lot of stuff for Black Widow and celebrations going on with that. So here's what we're going to do. Let's get our Rocket and Groot in here. Where are they? A couple more spots down. There we go. And so the team we're going to bring along, I had an idea. Oh, let's go back here. I think what we're going to do is grab a red user that shouldn't be too overwhelming, but can add quite a bit of dynamic to this team. And I think we're going to use Shuri in this case. I was going to grab a 3-star, but she's going to be fun for a couple of reasons. And so let's go down here to Black Widow, the 4-star. And the reason I want to point her out is I think you guys better start practicing with her, because after the current Crash of the Titans, she's already going to be the next Crash of the Titans opponent, and she doesn't do a lot of damage on her own, and that's a solo fight. So let's get in to see what we can do with her powers, and maybe we can figure out some tactics we can use in a couple days when she is in the Crash. Alright, so we've got Rocket and Groot specializing in blue and green abilities, and then we brought along Shuri just for her red, but she does have a green power that's pretty good, and a passive side with her blue. And Black Widow specializes in black, purple, and yellow. Now her yellow is actually quite fantastic, I think, if you use it right. So let's take on this guy first. We'll do a couple of moves. The Ultron Sentries can be pretty tough. Oh, perfect. We've got a 4-shot in black. Wanted that red, but of course they're going to take any match 4 that we leave for them. Let's take yellow here. So here's what we want to do, is try to get Black Widow's yellow ready to play. And if we can, let's get red for Shuri on hand. And they both have abilities that reduce the AP costs for your powers. That's awesome, because they also work together to do that, meaning that the cost reduction actually stacks. So Black Widow can reduce powers by as much as 3. I only have 3 covers in yellow instead of 5 right now. We're going to get a bunch more covers for her soon, but right now she can only reduce costs by 2. But Shuri's red, well, it's really her passive. When there's fortified tiles on the board, she will allow your abilities to cost 3 less. So we're going to find that as soon as we can get hopefully, it probably makes sense to play red first, because then that would reduce the cost of our yellow as well. So let's try to find some red matches. They've been taking them all. Blue drops purple. Oh, extra move left on the board for them. They almost always take that one as a match 4. So what do we do here? Let's get black. Need to speed this up. We're going to knock this guy out with match damage alone. There's finally a red. We need one more red match and then we can start this process. We need to hurry because that countdown is over there. What do we do here? How do we line up a red match? Probably... that's a little too far. Uh-oh, here's Gamora. She will try to take red matches away from us as well. Or set them up. Perfect. Cool. Let's do red drops yellow, and now we'll start rolling. Got a lucky black up there and a green. So here's what we're going to do. We have Shuri's red ability, Vibranium Virtuoso, which places... I see why we're going to play yellow first. Alright, that's fine. She places fortified tiles on the board, and when there's enough fortified tiles on the board, the other side of her Vibranium tech reduces the cost of your abilities by 2. But let's play yellow first. So the reason we're going to do that is that's Brush Pass. Let's go ahead and give Black Widow her own boost of health. Now, Brush Pass is not only just a boost of health, but that's also the AP cost reduction. We're going to play it first so that when we play Shuri's Vibranium Virtuoso, she will specifically fortify special tiles on the board, plus random. So now that we've done that, look at the rest of the board. It's reduced the power cost of all of our other abilities by 2 and then by 3. So this is a cost reduction of 5. I got a plan normally costs 11. It only costs 6 right now. We have 6 blue AP. Let's play this in a very safe location. How about the bottom corner? Alright. And let's go ahead and stun Gamora with Lights Out. Look at this, a cost of 3. And we have 19 black AP because of how we ran earlier. Okay, so let's stun Gamora. That's damage plus a stun for 3 turns. Let's go ahead and stun this guy. He's going to be kind of a pest. Lights Out on him. Okay. Now, the other guy won't matter too much. He does have a countdown, but I think we're going to handle him pretty well. So we're going to play one more time Vibranium Virtuoso so that we can fortify I Got a Plan. I don't think we'll really need it fortified. Everybody else is stunned, but the plan is working. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get this blue match first. Now, if we happen to match a fortified tile, Shuri does a bunch more damage on top of the initial match. Let's do this purple, and then we'll play... oh, I need to turn on my animations. How could I forget? Okay, here comes our strike tiles. Rocket and Groot strike tiles are actually really quite strong. Let's turn on our animations here quick. We've got a lot more to do. Okay, there's only 2 enemies left, but that's fine. Let's play I Got a Plan. We'll play it... sometimes I like to play it in a spot that when the countdown resolves, it lines up a match for me. We'll just do something like... nope. I wonder if I can play it in a fortified tile. Oh, I can. That's super cool. Okay. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and stun this guy with Lights Out. Good animation there. Stun plus, every time there's a stunned enemy, Black Widow's passive will destroy random enemy AP by 3 in a random color. That's really, really helpful. Let's go ahead and play her Defilade at a cost of 3, by the way. Okay. So we've got this guy really pretty knocked out. Let's go ahead and play Enfilade, the other side of Black Widow's purple. She will become visible again, destroy not only her invisibility tiles, but other enemy special tiles, and we should earn the AP for them. So let's watch the AP bar. when we play Enfilade. Definitely did. Very cool. So we have 3 enemies left still, right? Okay. Let's hit... Might as well go invisible again. Stun her. Let's hit him with Rocket and Groot's Blammo We Gotcha. This is a very underrated ability. I think you don't get a lot of damage out of it unless Rocket and Groot's strike tiles are already on the board. So I suggest you strongly that you only play that if you can wait Blammo We Gotcha once the strike tiles are out there. And it's not only big damage, but the cascade potential is tremendous. And we hit a fortified tile too, so that's all kinds of extra damage. Let's play Shuri's fortification again, and look at that, she fortified all those strike tiles. We'll play it again just because we can. Look at all those fortified tiles. And we could play another Blammo We Gotcha, but I think in this case, with 1 enemy left, let's play Twin Blasters at a cost of 6. It's normally a cost of 11. If we happen to destroy randomly fortified tiles, it would stun an enemy if they're not stunned already. Fun team, super AP cost reduction. And I was going to bring in 4-star Star-Lord into that match, and I thought, well, it'd be a little more fun with Shuri. Okay, lightning round just ended. We got a top 25 finish for 1,000 ISO and 2 more heroic tokens. Awesome. We're going to pull our heroics in just a little bit. We're going to finish out these 2 matches, and we're going to keep it shorter today. We'll do the tokens and end with the tokens. So we'll play the Behemoth Burrito featuring Hulkbuster. Let's make sure he's trained correctly. 553 is probably the standard default build for him. And we've got more to talk about in other parts of the game too, while we're doing some of the tokens. Wow, look at that. Extra move in black right off the bat. Let's see how far we can get Iron Fist knocked out. He's going to do a lot of damage with his automatic attack tile. Alright, knocked him down to 2,700. We have another extra move in purple. Can you believe this? Viewer luck adding to the board runs here early. Let's do another black match 4 with a critical tile. Knocked him down to less than 700 before he even gets out his attack tile. Cool. So here's what I do. So we could match this attack tile away right now. I strongly suggest you don't do that, because even if you knock Iron Fist out, that attack tile is going to stay on the board. So try to see if you can wait on that match until it's the last match that actually knocks Iron Fist out, or take him out right here, and then you can match it away safely where he won't be able to put it back on the board. That's all. So since it was in a matchable location, don't take it away out of that matchable location. It would show up probably in a spot like that, and then it'll be there for the rest of the game. Just one of my thoughts. Alright, so we have enough black to play already for Hulkbuster's Overdrive. Should we do it now? I think we're going to do it now because we're going to burn through this match pretty quickly. So let's play Overdrive. It does a little bit of self-harm damage to Hulkbuster, but he has a whole lot of health, so it doesn't matter too much. But it creates a whole bunch of red, enough to do his red ability in the first place, and creates strike tiles of strength 423. It's a pretty big deal. Alright, so we have 12 red now for Repulsor Punch. We've got Moonstone with 5,400 health, hasn't been touched yet. Let's see if Repulsor Punch with 12 red, it'll deplete, it only costs 9, but it will deplete all your red for 12 of it. Super knockout blow. I could have matched red, but I got blue on purpose. Gonna get one more blue match here before we end things. Oops, gave it to him. Now I made it difficult on myself to match another blue, didn't I? Alright. Way to go, Rick. Let's see. Maybe he'll do a... Oh, it's already over because of the strike tiles. I wasn't even watching his health. That's how pretty awesome Hulkbuster can be. You know, he's an older character and has gotten passed up by a lot of other characters. But if you run fast in black, that totally makes a difference. And it doesn't always mean you have to be the one to accelerate black. If you're playing against somebody like Iron Fist, who has a cheap purple, and he'll be spamming black on the board for you, that works really well. Okay, couple command points for the fight with a bonus. Let's run into the Crash of the Titans against 4-star Luke Cage. Pretty tough fight potentially, because we have a cheap black ability, and every time you fire off an ability, Luke Cage will create a pretty strong defense tile, a protect tile on the board. So let's look at our spec layout on Agent Venom. Very often, I think the default build is 3-5-5 with 3 in red. Because I really like his yellow. In fact, I think his yellow is a very underrated ability. It does team damage plus makes your allies invisible, which I think is quite handy, and it is a great team up to send if you happen to send Agent Venom and they get the yellow as a random choice of the 3 colors. But in this match, since you don't have any allies to turn invisible and team damage doesn't matter a whole lot against a single opponent, let's take yellow down and red up. Alright, so Symbiotic Assault costs 10 to do 54-72 damage. But if you have 12 AP in any color AP pool, including your own red at 12, you'll do a bunch more damage at 87-62. Okay, so we'll try to get 12 AP in a color before we fire red, which shouldn't be too hard, because I really think you shouldn't launch a lot of powers at Luke Cage at all until you have enough AP built up to fire everything. Let's see if that'll work. And Agent Venom has a really cool passive anyway, where if you get over 14 AP in a color, he'll just start destroying tiles all over the place. And it's a lot of fun. Can do really well at gaining AP from cascades, and it does damage every turn too. Takes 2 AP away from you, but it's super worth it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to keep Luke Cage away from red and yellow. That's his 2 damaging abilities, and they do really pretty good damage when you play Luke Cage. Oh man, look at that! I set him up with a match 4. Why did I do that? He already has 5 in yellow. So let's do the best we can to keep him away from yellow. There's a match 4 in blue, but it would set him up with a match in yellow after that. So I'm going to let him do the match 4. It only gets him another bad description, and he got a match 4 in black. Come on, get it together, Rick. Alright, we'll do a nothing match to let him set us up for a yellow match. That's the point. When Luke Cage is matching things like purple and blue, you're doing a decent job at your plan. He'll probably take that black, no problem. That does do more match damage, but black is not an active ability. Alright, so we have the 10 red we need to fire off the Symbiotic Assault, but again, let's wait till we have over 12. And let's see, we'll get black. That's one of our hardest hitting per AP spent abilities. Now we have a choice. We have yellow and red. We definitely should just take the yellow and misalign the red. Let's do that. And he got a lucky yellow on top. So he can't fire his yellow for any sort of damage until he has special tiles on the board. So we haven't fired off any abilities. He's going to have to wait to fire off that yellow at all. Oh, he got more. Amazing. So now we've got 14 red, so this should kick in our Symbiotic Assault, or do we have to get 16 in a color? Let me take another quick look here. Yeah, 16. I was thinking 14 because of the description on the other ability. But we'll get right there. We're close on green and yellow and red. Okay. So what do we want to do? Don't want to set him up with anything. Whoops, match 4 in blue. I guess that's not a big deal. And a little bit on the boring side to not fire off any powers, but we're just about to go crazy on this guy right now. Here it is. So we're working him down on match damage, but there's alien weakness. So that if that's going to do a bunch of damage every turn, it damages us a little bit as well. But definitely much more so to him. And it'll reduce 2 AP in our highest AP pool, so that would be red. Let's match green to get that up. So alien weakness will take the green away. Self-damage, but a lot of potential cascade action for a bunch more damage to him. So we have yellow and red. Let's get one more run at this, and I think we're going to finish it. Notice that while we're in the symbiotic assault, our black ability is no longer even playable. So, probably should have played it at least once, his black ability at least once, just because it's so fun. But let's end this match. We've got take cover. Cool animation for this one. There's Luke Cage putting out his projectile, no problem. Let's hit him with symbiotic assault, and this should be enough damage to take him out. The projectile's not quite that close, and this is a really cool animation for this ability. That's a win. Should have played his black ability early on. That only would have cost us 1 projectile, but I think you get the idea. Latest legend token. Alright. So that clears out DDQ for the day, and we're the 12th one to do it today. Here's everybody that did it first above us, above me. Good job. So let's go into our tokens, and then while we're in there, we'll be able to talk about what's coming up. They released, or announced and released tomorrow, a new 5-star character. I can finally spoil it if you didn't know. A lot of you guys knew it. We'll run off a bunch of these tokens here. We'll leave 14. So the new 5-star is official. Our guesses, our rumors were correct. It is 5-star Loki. He's going to be pretty cool. He has a purple, green, and a passive black ability, and the purple looks amazing for damage. The green looks really cool for board shake and team damage, so he's going to be pretty good, I think. Above middle of the pack for sure, and it's going to take a little bit of playing to decide how good he is going to be. So with the release of the new 5-star, he's going to be in a special 5-star store, and he's always the new releases are always accompanied by a couple of other 5-stars, and I couldn't believe it. The 2 characters that are in there are quite awesome. It's 5-star Thor, big surprise. But the other one that was kind of a surprise is 5-star Black Bolt. So those 2 are going to be in the store with Loki starting tomorrow. And what's so special about tomorrow? Well, it's an Alliance event. The Thanos Come and Get Me Alliance event. So that's a fun one. It's actually kind of easy sometimes, depending on who you have boosted, or if you have the boosted characters for the event. And 4-star Rocket and Groot and Gamora are both boosted, so if you have any shot at levels in those 2, you're going to do pretty well in the fight, in the event itself. So that's a lot of fun. I won't talk too much more about the event, but it does start a little before midday on Thursday, which is tomorrow if you're watching this live. Alright, let's get into the elites with the 3-star Blade at first. That's really a pretty good kick. Torch. Another Wolverine. You'll see why that's funny in a few minutes. And 3-star Magneto. Nice hit. Okay. We got 15 heroics to come back to. Real quick look. That's about the odds we need of getting a 4-star is 1 in 16 odds, and I think we're pretty due for a 4-star. So we'll come back and finish in the heroics here in just a minute. Up to 54 latest legends now with that DDQ crash win, saving those. And I guess I will say, in a 2.5, almost 3 weeks, Captain America will rotate out of latest, and that's when Loki will come in. Basically, about 2 weeks after Loki's special store closes. Let's go down, though. We've got a bunch of tokens. Stay on Target is the Bullseye event that we finished pretty well in. Clearance level 9. We have 3 progression tokens and 3 tokens for the Alliance placement finish. Good job, guys. Boom! Right off the bat, viewer luck is on. It's a 4-star. This might be from our YouTube fans who said that the next 4-star is from, our viewer luck from that side of the world. Thank you very much. 3, 2, 1. 4-star Deadpool. Very, very nice. Thank you guys for bringing in that lucky hit. Follow it up with a 3-star, doing above average in this store. Maybe it's because I said so many good things about Bullseye. Man, I'm going to have to talk good about other characters in events. We've got another 4-star. 2 out of 6 are 4s. This is just unbelievable. 3, 2, 1, go! And it's one of my favorites, Ant-Man yellow ability with a special 10-year anniversary of the Marvel Studios with the bonus. That's perfect. We needed that bonus. That's Sandman. It will take him to level 300, and you'll see why that's significant in a little bit. So that means with the bonus, it's 3 4-stars out of 4 stay on target tokens. Amazing. These next 2 are just 2-stars, no problem. Well, are you serious? Guys, this is just unbelievable. When you bring the viewer luck, you really make this happen. Amazing. Count it down in 3, 2, 1. And it's main event Hulk, one of my son's lucky sidekicks, favorite characters in the game. I can't believe we got 4 4-stars out of 6 tokens if you include that bonus. Unbelievable. Wow. So here we are. The Heroes for Hire is always the offer for the character that's featured in Crash of the Titans for each 5-day cycle. And you'll see the next Heroes for Hire in 2.5 days is 4-star Black Widow. We played and ran really good with her because we could reduce those power costs. But on her own, her black does damage, but her purple does very little damage, and her yellow does none at all. So if you don't have levels in her, here's your warning, here's your advance notice if you didn't know. You might have to try to get covers for her, and you might need to try to get levels in her with ISO before that crash sets in. And you'll have 5 days worth of tries, but I'm telling you, she doesn't do a lot of damage, but she can go invisible. That match might take 30 minutes for some of us to beat, so we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it. It will be a challenge. Let's go on to Unstable ISO 8. We've got 5 tokens here. Would love to get that ghost cover in the dead center of the feature, or the front page really. But Iceman, Ghost Rider in here. The support tokens are great, and of course a legendary token. 5 shots, here we go. I'm pretty sure we used up all of our luck in that Bullseye store, but you just never know. Are we going to keep running hot? Remind me to save a feature clip for that token run. I can cut that out as a highlight, that'll be fun. We're going to get all 2 stars from here. Nope. 3-star Gamora. Perfect. That's going to be a lot of covers for her in a row since she was a event reward recently that I have in my rewards queue. And we did the daily pull with no real luck, so no problem. Moving on. Taco Vault. I'm going to go ahead and pull these tacos for this cycle because I sold out all 4 out of the 5 of these 3-star characters when they hit max level earlier on and rebuilding them. So let's take a shot at getting some of these 3-stars. 1000 ISO, that'll work. We got a good ISO 8 balance building up again. We've been waiting to see who's going to be the next featured 5-star character, and then we heard there's Daredevil. All right, that's one of the 3 stars that I didn't sell out, but he needs levels. Great. So we heard of the boss event, so that's great. And then after that is going to be 5-star Black Widow, since all the other, fun stuff going on with the Black Widows overall. And that makes perfect sense. We have Black Widow champion, so now I can safely use this ISO on a 5-star soon, but also to level up our 4-stars. So let's go back here to the heroics, and we'll finish with this after we pull the tokens. We'll do our character leveling, and we'll have to wrap it up there. But let's go. 15 heroic tokens. Can we get another 4-star in today's token run? There's a 3. I'll definitely take it. That's Beast. Okay. Next one. Gonna get a few 2-stars. Certainly more of those than anything, but that's the odds here. Got another 3-star. Mystique. Good. Getting a bunch of 2s. That's to be expected. I just was hoping to get one more 4-star, since that's approximately our odds with these pulls. I thought we'd run better here than the other area of the tokens for sure. There's another 3 though, and it's Loki. They heard us mention him a little bit ago. Feels like 4 more tokens. Running good on the 2-stars. Got something funny or interesting to show you on the 2-stars here in a minute when we go to the character leveling. Last token out of 15, and it's a 2-star, but we'll do the daily purchase. Sometimes we run hot on those, and it's just a 2-star. All right. Well, we used up all of our luck and way above average in the in that bullseye store. I'm not worried about our heroic draws at all, and the lightning rounds are going on for about another almost a whole day, a little less than that. We'll get a few more heroics soon. We have 204 rewards. Man, let's get into it. First of all, we have a bunch of 1-stars, of course, so that's 90. Wow. How did I get 90 1-stars? Okay. That changes things quite a bit. So on the 2-stars, I wasn't going to do much here. You can save a bunch of covers, but I did want to roll down to Magneto. That's his final cover to max him at a level 144. Great. And I wanted to go down to Wolverine. We'll save his cover just to point out we're up to 45. There must be another one. We'll go up to 46 saved covers on Wolverine. So it needs 4 more covers and he'll be maxed out. At the total you can save is 50. And what we're going to do is champion him. Let all those covers roll through the champion rewards all at one shot. And then I'm going to sell him out again. So that'll be kind of fun. Out of my alliance, I might be the first one to be able to do that with 50 covers. Okay, let's go to the 3-stars. We got a lot of these to get in here. Loki, level 208. Rebuild, we have a max champ version of Loki. Mystique, same thing, 199. Beast, I don't have a max champ version of him, but we're working pretty good on rebuilding, 232. And same thing for Daredevil, but he's even way up there, 245 and then 246. Very nice. Since he's a featured character in Lightning Rounds, I would definitely don't want to sell my max champ. That is the same story for Gamora. Oh, this is great with Gamora. We have enough covers to get up through a cool level. You'll see in about 3 more from here. 1, 2, and you knew it. At level 183, you're rewarded with a 4-star Star-Lord. Very nice. Another 4-star to add in, and a bunch more Gamoras from placement and progression in other events. Runs her quickly up to 189 and 11,000 health. All right. Psylocke. How many covers do we have for her? We could be in good shape. Oh, 182. 1 more level for, you guessed it, Peggy Carter. Right. I need to probably bonus her soon to get moving on that. Magneto. 236. Blade 198, moving up. Rocket and Groot from the Crash here, 231. Good health on these guys. And by the way, I don't think I pointed it out, but I strongly suggest on your spec layout with Rocket and Groot, the 3-star, I think you only need 3 in yellow. I see a lot of people running them at 5 in yellow because their heal is so good, and it is so good. But you can heal more than once in a single match. So I think you can have that yellow at 3 instead of cover level 5, and you'll do just fine. I think you'll heal enough if you play them right. And that allows your green to be at level 5, because you certainly want the blue to be at level 5. And Blammo does an awesome job if you have your strike tiles out, if you saw the earlier part of the video. Okay, enough on that. 4 Quicksilvers in a row. With the 183 for a War Machine cover. Very nice. We got a good stack of 4 stars to add in now. Scarlet Witch moves up. Her husband, or whatever you want to call him, Vision, 177. Deadpool, 214 on the rebuild. And 3-star Elektra is really getting up there now, 243. Some of you guys have her maxed out already. I can't understand how. I haven't really had her as a favorite, but still just elusive a little bit on those cover levels for her. Torch, Spidey, 188. And Black Panther was my favorite for a while. I think I might still have him on there. Let's see how close he gets to a good level. Is it right here? Nope, I think it's at 239, right? Yep, that's it. One more level on Panther, and he will reward a legendary token. So I'll leave him as a bonus for a while. Bullseye, 240 as our duplicate. I have a max champ version of him. I can't bring myself to sell. And Thor hits 212. Okay, that's it for the 3 stars. Let's go to the 4 stars. Wow, how many 4 stars do we have in this list? 11. Crazy. Let's go. War Machine. He's pretty low, 284. He's one of the last 4 stars, the last 10 anyway, of the 4 stars I championed up. Star-Lord, got that from Gamora. Pretty good, 17-1, 303. Main event Hulk hits 308 for 23,500 health. Man, wow. At 310 will be another legendary token. And let's skip Sandman for a little bit. Let's go to Ant-Man. I always say, personal favorite, 303. He's a good character in the game. Not amazingly awesome, but good and fun. Here's our Deadpool, the first hit from our crazy run on the 4-star pulls. 305 there. Eddie Brock Venom, we just got a couple levels in him. He's moving up to 297. We'll get another cover for him in the next PvP on progression, I believe. So he's at 220,100 health. And 297. A couple more levels to hit 300 would be great. Let's go down to Goddess of Thunder Thor. Hits level 304. She was a 900 point level reward recently. And let's level up Ghost with a couple of the PvE progression cover. Was the blue here to go to level 3. Awesome. I like this ability because the passive just means she has tons of match damage until you play her other powers. Not bad to start out that way. And Supply Run is going to move up to level 4 for her invisibility. So she's at 443 now. Not bad. 11 total covers. Coming along really quickly. And we are faced with the Sandman. This is a special cover because when he hits level 300, we get a 5-star Goblin cover. That's great. Love having him as a bonus hero, but now I need to remember to take that off. And let's go to our 5-star covers. We have another cover in here, and it is Thor. We got the revised champion reward structures on a couple of 4 stars, and Valkyrie at level 280 will reward you with a 5-star Thor now, and at level 300 and 320. So my Valkyrie is just a little over 280, and that rewarded us with a Thor. And what's great is when she hit 280, I already got the legendary token. So let's level that up. And he gets a legendary token for his reward at 463, and he hits just about 60,000 health with a little bit of a boost from the Korg support on him. Fantastic. All right. Green Goblin, this is great. Let's add in another purple level. Goes to level 4 in Trick or Treat. And a really cool ability, you can choose any of the 6 colors, and each one, whatever you choose, has a different effect. Red does damage, and blue does stuns, black makes strike tiles, green destroys random tiles around the countdowns, and yellow does something, and purple does something. There's a lot to keep track of. One of them is AP steel, and let's see. Forget the yellow. You guys will let me know. So, but I probably should start to pay attention because at 443, he's super close. Only needs 2 more covers to be at 13, and we can work on champing him soon-ish. All right. Great job. Well, that's it for the token run and the character leveling. You guys did great with bringing in the viewer luck. I can't believe that. We're going to save that highlight clip and load that up separately. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I do have to run, but if you need more MPQ, if you're staying on Twitch, hit up Eneos4 and Adam. See the links down below the main area of my video. Those guys stream MPQ often and do a great job with it. If you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure and like and follow us there. And if you need more guys that do a great job with MPQ, hit up Mr. MPQ and Artem. They do character reviews, run-throughs on the Crash of the Titans, other gameplay and tactics. Make sure and check those guys out, like and follow as well. Guys, I got to run. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. We're heading towards day 1,000, and we're building up our viewers on Twitch. Once we get over 40 and on the way to 50, we're going to do an awesome giveaway. Stay tuned for that. Thanks again. See you next time.